Hi, I'm Reb Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 40 years. I'm going through the lessons this year as I've done before, and I'm asking Jesus for clarity. And then I'm writing from that clarity, and that's what I'm sharing with you now. So we've been going through some groups of 10 lessons, each one having a special thought to contemplate. And on this is the fifth one. And it is, what is the body? The body is a fence the Son of God imagines he has built to separate parts of himself from other parts. It is within this fence he thinks he lives, to die as it decays and crumbles. For within this fence, he thinks that he is safe from love. Identifying with his safety, he regards himself as what his safety is. How else could he be certain he remains within the body, keeping love outside? We made the body to create the illusion of separation. We made the body to separate parts of ourselves from other parts. And so we think that as long as we're in this body, we're safe from love. How very strange that we would want to be safe from love. Thinking about it, though, I see how that was true for me. I see how I avoided getting too close because I believed that love was dangerous and that it inevitably led to suffering. I also believed that it protected me from God because God is love. And it would have been impossible to have this life experience in a body if I remembered the love of God. That love would draw me into him. Then the stories would be over and I would no longer have a separate and special self. The body will not stay. Yet this he sees as double safety. For the Son of God's impermanence is proof his fences work and do the task his mind assigns to him. For if his oneness still remained untouched, who would attack? And who would be attacked? Who would be victor? Who would be his prey? Who would be victim? Who would the murderer? And if he did not die, what proof is there that God's eternal Son can be destroyed? That these bodies die proves that our fences work. We can go on pretending that the world we made is real. The adventures continue, and we can play hero in our own dramas for as long as we want to. I understand how this must have been enticing at one time and even protective. Once we accepted guilt into our minds, the fear of God would have made the world necessary as a protection. I suppose it coming back over and over felt safer than facing the music and accepting our expected punishment. But there is no punishing God. And he judges that we remain as he created us, deeply loved and cherished. Now, I can't imagine staying in the stories. The way we treat each other is sickening, and I no longer desire to win at anything. When I see some subtle desire to be right in opposition to my brother, I look at that desire with the Holy Spirit so that my mind can be corrected. 3, the body is a dream. Like other dreams, it sometimes seems to picture happiness, but can quite suddenly revert to fear where every dream is born. For only love creates in truth, and truth can never fear. Made to be fearful, must the body serve the purpose given it. But we can change the purpose of the body that the body will obey by changing what we think it is for. Okay, this is a good view of the body as ego's intended use. It is what keeps us separate, and separation is why we suffer. It keeps us safe from love and safe from God. Because we seem to live in it, and because it seems to meet our purpose, we think, this is me. It gets sick and it dies, and thus it seems we have further proof that we overcame the will of God, who thought he created me to be eternal and unchanging. Clearly, that's not the case. Just look at the body to see that we are right. And how could we be one? Look how we attack each other. Look at what victims we are. Could that happen without bodies? The body is a loyal servant to the ego, but Jesus says we can use the body for a different purpose by changing what we think it is for. And I'm dedicated to doing this. The body, number 4, the body is the means by which God's Son returns to sanity. Though it was made to fence him into hell without escape, yet has the goal of heaven been exchanged for the pursuit of hell. The Son of God extends his hand to reach his brother and help him walk along the road with him. Now is the body holy. Now it serves to heal the mind that it was made to kill. How do we do this? Well, we decide on it. Our decisions are very powerful, and what we decide on is true for us. I decide the body is to be used to help me return my mind to sanity, which is what happens. I give it the job of extending a hand to my brother and walking home with him, and the body becomes holy. 5, you will identify with what you think will make you safe. Whatever it may be, you will believe that it is one with you. Your safety lies in truth, not in lies. Love is your safety. Fear does not exist. Identify with love and you are safe. Identify with love and you are home. Identify with love and find yourself. I strive to be in a state of love all the time. That is why I choose peace even when it seems impossible, and why I love whatever is happening. Knowing love is the only state that is real. I'm teaching myself that fear does not exist and that in love I am safe. And I'm teaching myself that I am love. When this is complete, I will find myself, my true self. I am determined to give the body a new purpose. The body is a dream, which is why it can go from pleasure to pain at the drop of a hat. But like any dream, it serves a purpose. And we can give it a different purpose when we give it to the Holy Spirit for his use. We can use it to awaken the sonship. Jesus says we can extend a hand to a brother, which is a good visual to express the desire to love one another rather than be at war with each other. It's a good symbol of forgiveness. As we release a desire to judge each other and we forgive instead of project guilt, we extend love. We do this when we help someone in trouble or smile at a waitress waiting on us at our favorite restaurant. We do this when someone attacks us and we do not react. Now we see he didn't hurt us, and so he knows that he's not guilty. We do this when we accept everyone where they are without needing them to be different. Or we use the body for the Holy Spirit's purposes through our words, actions, and thoughts. We identify with what makes us feel safe. We thought that being separate was safe, and we were wrong. It only makes us lonely and afraid. When we use the body on behalf of everyone, it becomes a symbol of love, and love is what makes us safe. It is through love that we find ourselves and return to God. So thank you so much for reading this with me, listening to this, sharing this lesson. If you found it helpful, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back in just a little while with the lesson that goes with this topic.